The average screen time is around 7 hours, and that's pushing it lower, which is 120 hours in a month, which is 5,250 hours in a year, which equates to around 105 days. 105 days, that's almost a third of the whole entire year people are just spending on their phones. It's actually 210 hours a month. That's even worse. The main reason why this sucks is because it leeches so much time away from us. It's not usually all in one sitting, but it's just added up throughout the whole entire day. Like, you wake up, you check your phone, you're eating, you check your phone, you're on a train, on the bus, walking, you check your phone. Any pocket of free time, you check your phone. If you don't want to talk to someone and like it's awkward, you check your phone. Whenever we have free time, when we get home, we check our phone. We're on our phones. And this sucks especially because it doesn't give us the time to study. It doesn't give us the opportunity to have time to go to the gym, to work out. Also to work more and get the money that we actually want, that we deserve, that we desire. It doesn't give you the time to learn something new, do some interesting hobby, or practice doing something, master your skills. It also makes it harder to make friends. If you just keep checking the weather app when someone walks by or something like that. I've done that so many times. It makes it really hard to feel healthy, to sleep better. And because of all of this, it makes it really hard to get the significant other you want, to get married, to have kids, to build the family you want. Basically, all of this is because of our phone. So if you think about it, scrolling on our phone is making us die alone, making us poor, making us slaves pretty much to our phone. Because all of our life is dictated by our phone. The more we spend on it, the worse we'll feel. It makes us get worse grades. We have less knowledge. We don't have as many experiences or opportunities to do stuff. Our health gets worse. Our relationships gets worse. It's just a whole cycle of this precarious future that we have. But what if I told you I escaped the Matrix? Pretty much. I've been able to average for almost a year already, if not more, an average of 1 hour of screen time every single day. And I've been able to replace that time with more purposeful, meaningful things that genuinely help me grow. I'll show you how I do it. And it's not because you're lazy, you're undisciplined. It's because of the type of dopamine that so many people chase. I genuinely don't want you to miss out because this can transform how you live. This can make you start a family. The reason why it's so hard and why so many people mess up is because it's so hard to think for yourself. I couldn't act on my own. I couldn't think for myself. And because of that, I couldn't live my own life. I was always just online to see what people were saying and to get validation from whatever social media was saying, whatever Mark Zuckerberg wanted me to watch. It got to the point where any moment I didn't have my phone, I would literally ask other people if I can scroll on their phone. That's how bad it was. Because of this, I couldn't stand out. I was just another person going through their day-to-day life. Nothing special. And I felt trapped by this, which would just lead me to spend more time on my phone, watching videos, trying to do something about this, but it just made it worse and worse. I tried to solve this, but all it did was pile up more stress, made me realize how bad I was living my life and it wasn't getting any better. I used to feel exactly like this, and I realized that it was all because of me chasing artificial dopamine instead of real dopamine. So I realized that artificial dopamine, the thing that I was chasing for years, was dopamine which was the rewards. I was chasing the rewards that other people had, the videos that other people made, the success that other people made. And what this did, it made my personal dopamine, my real dopamine, starve because I kept feeding into the algorithm, feeding into other people's creations and dopamine. So it made it impossible for me to have any food, any nutrition for my own dopamine. And what that real dopamine that I starved for years, what I lacked, was dopamine from what I have created, what I have done in my life, the long-term rewards of dopamine, of my rewards, whether that's a tough gym workout and I feel the pump and I look at the mirror and I feel happy about myself. That's that long-term real dopamine. Whether it's a tough wrestling practice, and I recently had a wrestling tournament and I actually got cut up because of it. But those moments make you just feel so tough. And even though I lost, it was my first year wrestling, it still built me up into such an amazing character that I never would have thought I could have done. It was this challenge that I set for myself, that if I can do this, I can do almost anything I put my mind to. It sucked every practice, every day of wrestling, but after the practice, after doing it, after the season is over, all that's left is the strength I've got, the discipline, the stamina, the mental and physical strength. All of that stuff makes me feel better. And that real dopamine, that I'm getting the rewards right now from what I put into the past, from what I used my time with in the past. So as soon as I started getting more of this real dopamine, that's when I felt change, and it was almost instant. It felt like I get to do stuff in my life instead of like I had to, or I was forced to do X, Y, and Z. I got to work out. I got to get stronger. I got to get more mentally tough. I got to grow this channel. If you like the environment, consider subscribing. It's free, and I'll post more videos just sharing my thoughts. Hope you find something valuable in this. I get to practice the guitar. I get to make more friends. I get to earn more money. All of this stuff. And the best part is it aligns with my goals and my purpose. So now that you know this concept, the next step of action is for you to apply it. Instead of being like all of them who spend hours and hours, tens of hours, 105 days a year on their phones and chasing that artificial dopamine, we can start chasing real dopamine. So the next step of action I would highly recommend you to do is to join the free community I have in the description, so you can connect with thousands of like-minded people who also think like us and share ideas, lift each other up on how we can start chasing this real dopamine and escape the trap of chasing artificial dopamine that starve us. If you want my personal help as well, click that Calendly link in the description and book a call. I'd love to talk to you personally, and see you inside the community.